Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I've got a brand new release. This is Noblesse Soft by Wille and mine is in the color Toffee Brown Mix. In today's video, I am going to compare Noblesse from Wille to another Wille as well as 3 other styles from other brands in case you're like, well, but I like Raquel Welch, well, but I prefer Tresolour. So I chose from my collections the one that I thought were the most similar to Noblesse. I purchased Noblesse at Wig Studio 1 and the link to Noblesse will be listed down below for you in the description box. Right now I'm wearing Drive by Wille and I was going to compare it to Drive, but there are too many differences. Drive has heat-friendly fibers, a center part, an extended lace front, a weft cap. All right, let's go to Noblesse. I'll tell you what I like and I'll tell you what I don't care about it. I did take it out of the box yesterday when it arrived, and that's why I'm able to tell you what I liked and what I didn't like. And I will certainly share that with you because you know what? That's what I do. I share what I like and what I don't like as well. I'm not going to tell you it's incredible and not tell you what I don't care for. The first thing that I really like about Noblesse is the incredibly soft cap on it. This is probably one of the softest caps that I have ever had in my hand. It has a double monofilament top, so you have that extra mesh on top. It is really soft. Felt covered ear tabs has that felt goes from the ear tab through the front down to the other ear tab. So that felt is a very soft material. If you have a very sensitive scalp, this is something that is going to help you. Here's one thing that I really don't like about it, and that is the mini lace front. I don't care for it as well. There's still one more thing that I don't like about it. It's a hand tied. It's a partially hand tied. So we have the hand tied up here and the wefting covered with that soft material towards the bottom. There is some stretch on Noblesse. I found it to be, I have about a 12.5 front to back, and I felt that it was a little short on me. It fit me perfectly on the circumference. As a matter of fact, I had to cinch it in a little bit. There's no extended nape, and we have Velcro adjusters, but I did have to cinch it in for my 21.5 inch. Therefore, if you have a 22 inch or 22.25, it will fit fine. However, if you have a large front to back, that's where you may encounter some issues. So I wanted to make you aware of that. Let me tell you about the color. The color I absolutely love. Love this color. I've never had it before, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. This is Toffee Brown Mix. The color code is 830-1220. We have a medium brown blended with light auburn and lightest brown, and we have some strawberry blonde. So that strawberry blonde, what they did, they added subtle highlights throughout the wig, but they also added that money piece on the front, which looks beautiful. The first thing that I love about Noblesse Soft is that it's not a face flopper. At least this sample is not a face flopper on me. Beautifully. You can part it anywhere you like, and you're going to get that illusion of scalp. It does seem to be a little bit more dense if you try to part it down the middle. See, or even to the side. It seems to be a little bit more dense. And I know some of you prefer that a part that is not as dense. So I wanted to point that out to you. As far as the coverage on the ear tab, we have really good coverage. I have about, I don't know, I think it's like 11.75, maybe 12 inches. Here is the ear tab, and here is just a little bit of my hairline peeking through. So we have good coverage on the ear tabs. We don't have any permatease whatsoever. This is a hand-tied cap, so that's not going to be an issue. And I feel the density is light. It weighs, a Noblesse Soft weighs 4.1 ounces. Where we have a longer piece, but it feels very, very light. Let me comb in on the back so it won't look messy when I turn around to show you. We have 9¼ inches on the front. We have a crown of 13.5. The sides are 9.5, and the nape is 10.5. Now I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it. Please bear in mind that I have only one. Well, actually, I have two of these. But this one, this sample, that mini lace front, it doesn't lay flat. It kind of lifts a little bit. So let me bring you in closer so you can see what I'm talking about. You see how that lifts? Is it a deal breaker for me? No, that's not a deal breaker for me because I use It Stays, but I wanted to show you because it may be a deal breaker for you. To me, it's not because I'll use some It Stays, they'll lay flat, my wig isn't going anywhere, it's not going to lift or anything. Once again, I can't say it enough that it could just be this sample. It doesn't necessarily, it's not an indication that it's all of the wigs, but on this sample, it definitely lifts up. All right, now let's compare it to another Ellen Villa that is very close in the features and close in the price. There's about a $2 or $3 difference between the two. My Mega Mono is in Hot Mocha Mix. With Mega Mono, we're going to have almost the same exact measurements. We're going to still have that front of 9 inches. We're going to have a crown of 13.5 inches. The sides, we're going to have about an inch and a half difference. And the nape is going to be about an inch different. Other than that, it's basically, as far as measurements are concerned, it's exactly the same. With Mega Mono, you're going to have the same traditional fibers as we find on Noblesse. Now here are the differences. We have the lace front. On Mega Mono, we're going to have a full mono top, but it's not going to be that soft mono top as we find on Noblesse. We have felt covered ear. We have ear tabs that have the polyurethane. So if you wanted to add adhesive, you can do that, which is not found on Noblesse. And we also have it on the nape, which provides a little bit more security. We have a weft cap instead of a hand-tied cap. As you can see, I cinched it in. And here is Mega Mono in Hot Mocha Mix. With Mega Mono, as you can see, the lace front is beautiful. We have great coverage. Because we have a weft cap, we're going to have the tiniest bit of permatease right here at the nape. Not the nape. The nape is down here, Marlene, at the crown. Just the tiniest, almost non-existent. So if you prefer, you want an Ellen Villa, you don't care for the mini lace front, you want an extended lace front, and almost the same exact measurements, then Mega Mono is the one to go with, but you don't have the hand-tied cap. Now, for all my friends that are belle tress fans, the closest that I have in my collection to Noblesse is Peppermint hand-tied. With Peppermint hand-tied, you're going to have one piece on the full mono top and the lace front goes all the way to the ear tabs. We also have that polyurethane on the ear tabs, full mono top, again, not as soft as we find on Noblesse Soft. The the hand-tied cap on Belle Tress, unlike the one on Noblesse, it's a fully hand-tied cap. We don't have a partially hand-tied cap. It will run a little bit larger than Noblesse. We don't have an extended nape, and our adjusters are pull type adjusters. They're not Velcro adjusters. Here is Peppermint in Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. With Peppermint, let me look at my measurements. The front is a little bit shorter than we find on Noblesse. We have 8 inches on the front. The crown is going to be a little bit longer. It's going to be about 2 inches longer than on Noblesse. We have 15 inches on Peppermint hand tied, and we have 13 inches on, we have 13 and a half inches on Noblesse Soft. The sides are going to be 11 inches. Both are the same. And the nape is going to be just an inch shorter on Noblesse than we find on Peppermint hand tied. But as far as the style is concerned, you're going to have a very similar style. We also, on Peppermint hand tie, we have heat-friendly fibers, while on Noblesse we have regular synthetic fibers. Also on Peppermint hand tie, we're not going to have any permatease. It's going to be exactly as we find on Noblesse Soft. And the density, I would say it's just the same as Noblesse. It's going to be your average, leaving a lighter density. So you're not going to have a high density on either one. So if that's a concern, it's basically the same. The next one that I want to show you is, or that I have in my collection, that as far as the measurement is comparable, is Well Played by Raquel Welch. With Well Played, we have a left part. We don't have a full mono top. We have an extended lace front. We have a weft cap, an extended nape, and Velcro adjusters. Just by holding it in my hand, I can tell you that Well Played has a higher density than any of the ones that I have showed you. More than Mega Mono, higher than Noblesse Soft, higher than Peppermint. If you prefer a little higher density and you want measurements very similar to Noblesse, then Well Played is a good option to go with. You're also going with a little bit of a lower price point. Noblesse and Mega Mono are have about a $2 difference. Well Played is probably the one that I have in this lineup that is the least expensive, probably by about $20 or so. We have the True to Life fibers on Well Played, as we have heat-friendly fibers on Peppermint, so it's something else to consider. And here is Well Played in shaded cappuccino. On Well Played, we have a 9-inch front, exactly the same as we find on Noblesse. We have a crown of 12 inches, while the crown on Noblesse is 13 inches. So once again, very comparable. The sides are about an inch apart. Noblesse has 11 inches and Well Played has 12 inches. And the nape is going to be almost exactly the same. Noblesse has 11 3/4 and Well Played has 12 inches. Your biggest differences between Well Played and Noblesse is that Well Played has a left part, not a full mono top. We have heat-friendly fibers that we don't find on Noblesse, which has regular fibers. We have minimal permatease, so that is something similar to Noblesse. However, the density is a little bit higher. We do have definitely more hair here than we have on Noblesse. Gorgeous, gorgeous lace front, great coverage. Here's the ear tab and my hairline. As far as fit, because we have a weft cap, it's going to have more stretch. The last one that I have to compare Noblesse to is Blaze by Tressalure. Blaze is a little longer than we find on Noblesse, but I thought some of you might like to see it. With Blaze, we're going to have a full mono top, just as we find on Noblesse. We're going to have, in this case, we have an extended lace front, we have a weft cap, and we have a non-extended nape with Velcro adjusters. Now, Blaze runs pretty big on me. As you can see, I had to cinch it in all the way to the center in order to accommodate my 21.5-inch circumference. And here's Blaze in the color Chocolate Swirl. I absolutely love Blaze. We have regular synthetic fibers, just as we do on Noblesse. The differences are that on Blaze, our front is going to be 10 inches compared to the 9 inches that we have on Noblesse. The crown is 2 inches longer on Blaze. We have 15 inches versus the 13 inches. The sides, we have a 4-inch difference. We have 15 inches on Blaze, while on Noblesse we have 11 inches. And the nape is going to be longer, 15 inches on Blaze, while we have 11.75 on Noblesse. Therefore, this Blaze is going to wear almost like a 22-inch. There's quite a bit of difference here, but I thought it was worth mentioning because I do have many subscribers that prefer a longer style. And if you want something with basically no permatease, and for such a long piece, we have a relatively lighter density. I have worn this wig so much because it's one of my favorite long pieces. You could wear it so many different ways. The lace front is done beautifully, great coverage, just a really pretty piece. Thank you, everyone. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If you were looking at Noblesse, if you wanted to see how it compares to the different styles, that's always my goal, just so you are an educated consumer and you're looking and you're wondering, well, what's the difference with this one or the other one? I really tried to find the ones in my collection that I thought were the most comparable. You let me know. Do you have a favorite from the ones that I've showed you? What do you think about Noblesse? I would love to hear from you. And let me know if that mini lace front is a deal breaker for you. I would love to know. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.